Hey guys, it's that dividend guy here. We hit 16K today. Whoop whoop. Happy Friday. We cannot complain about that, right guys? We're going up, 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 up. So that's awesome. Today we're up 0.7%. For the week we're up 1.56%. For the month we're up 8.96. Hello S&P 500 return. Then we're up 15.9 for the 3 month. Hello, double S&P 500 return. For the year, we're up 10.94, still beating the S&P. And then all time, as long as I've been investing, which I've been an idiot, so I'm surprised it's up this high, but we still beat the S&P 500 by over 3% at 10.38. Let's see the catalyst for this growth. Love it, love it, love it. So, Altria Group, we are up $95. Great. Coca-Cola, I haven't bought this for like 6 months, but I've been raking in the dividend, so that's up 17 bucks. AT&T's been our really big mover, 62 shares, average price of 31 bucks, up about $500, a 25% return. This is one of my favorite stocks. It's probably my second favorite, but we'll hit that later. AbbVie, which this is the biggest market mover at $782 at an 18% return, which is funny because percentage-wise, AT&T actually beats AbbVie, but dollar price wise, AbbVie's actually ahead. Then we have Exxon, which is down, of course, about 80 bucks. Not a big deal. Don't care. I care about the stock. I love the stock, but it pays a dividend, a pretty good dividend, healthy dividends paid for a long time, so it doesn't really worry me. Target Dividend King, gonna buy it for the rest of my life as long as the financial or the company stays the same, the CEO, stuff like that, and they don't have any major headwinds like McDonald's did like last week. So as long as Target stays the same and it keeps paying the dividend, I'm gonna hold it for life. Walgreens is close to a dividend king status. It is about 3-4 years away. So by the time it hit 30, it should be a dividend king, and I'll have more shares of it then. And so that's up $4. So overall, not too bad. I'll go to the total return so you guys can see it. Up almost $100 on Altria, 17, so almost $20 on Coca-Cola, $500 on AT&T, 7, almost 8 on AbbVie, down 80 for ExxonMobil, but let's be honest, Altria covers that, so not a big deal. Target's up 200, so 5, 12, 13, $1,400 return minus the losses. $1,400 return. That's great. Now, I'm going to discuss my watch list because, as you can see, there's been some major changes. So, what I did was I picked my favorite kings, and then I picked like 5 or 6 other companies that I want to hold, and I'll go through and I'll tell you why. So, IBM, I've held this before. It was in the spot that ExxonMobil is. It was my biggest payer for 36912. I took it out because I liked Exxon's dividend better, not that I disliked IBM. But I think cloud computing is the future. I think IBM's a very good catalyst for that growth. They have a great dividend. They have Red Hat. They also did that acquisition, and that's security, like home security. So I think that's a phenomenal stock. I think it's a great company. I just sold it because I liked Exxon's dividend to payment ratio, dividend to price ratio better, and the book value better. Visa is the leader in credit and debit card transactions. They take a fee every time you swipe your card. They're a great way to play the banking sector without actually having to hold a bank. So I like them. They're the market leader. I believe that they have about 48% of the market share right now. Excuse me. So they are the biggest player in that space. Love Visa. I mean, I think everybody I know owns a Visa card. I know other people that have like Discover, American Express, that stuff, but those businesses. But when it comes to people that I see and just brand recognition wise for the cards, for credit cards, debit cards, that type of thing, Visa's the king. So why not buy the industry leader? Regardless of the dividend, I think that has a great catalyst for growth, and their brand is just strong, so I love it. Apple, one of the strongest brands in the world, one of the most popular brands in the world. I don't even care about the iPhone. I buy it for the services sector. This is my favorite stock in the entire market. It is, and it will. I think it will be for a long time. So for me personally, Apple is number one. Next, Waste Management. We're always going to have trash. They're the biggest trash collecting company in the world. They have warehouses, stuff like that, everywhere. Sorry, they have like buildings and trash refineries everywhere across the world. They're the biggest trash collector in the world. So that's something that's never going to go away, in my opinion. If you can tell me what we're going to do with our trash for the rest of our lives and have an alternate explanation, maybe I'd listen and maybe I wouldn't invest in them. But as far as I can see, they are going to be there. So the next one is real estate. And excuse me, sorry, my voice is a little cracky today. Real estate, I think it's a very important growth catalyst for the portfolio. This is a a monthly dividend stock, a dividend aristocrat, so it still has that status. Plus, it has the advantage of being a dividend stock. So, love realty income. I've held it before. I held it at higher prices. I sold it off because I had a pretty big gain on it, but these companies are the ones that I'm probably just going to buy and hold forever. I don't see myself selling these. Next, PepsiCo, a rival to my already owned Coca-Cola. But the reason that I like Pepsi, honestly, a little bit better than Coca-Cola. Like, I'm brand loyal to Coca-Cola, so I actually like Coca-Cola as in the pop better. Like, I prefer Coca-Cola, the taste, the branding, that type of stuff. But Pepsi as a company, I like better because they have Frito-Lay. So they have a snack foods sector as well. And whether or not consumer trends change, they have, I think, enough of diversification between their drink, like the drink sector and the snack sector, that they'll be fine no matter what the economy does. The reason that I'm a little iffy on Coca Cola is because they're so focused on the beverage market, but they're kind of the kings of the beverage market. So Pepsi has Gatorade, which I'll give them that win. But then if you look at it, like Coca-Cola has the second most popular coffee house in the world. They have Monster Beverage. They're launching their own beverage. They have multiple. It's just they know how to be diversified. The reason they make me a little nervous is because they're in a single sector where Pepsi's not. But Coca-Cola knows how to get growth out of that sector. So I like Coca-Cola, or excuse me, I like Pepsi a little bit better as a business and their business model a little bit better. But I'm brand loyal to Coca-Cola, so I will always keep Coca-Cola a bigger position in my portfolio versus Pepsi. But I still love Pepsi, and they're really close to becoming a dividend king as well. So that's why they made the cut. Next, Johnson & Johnson Healthcare. I love healthcare. They're the big giant. They've gotten sued like 3 times this year. They don't care. They have plenty of money to cover it. They have very diversified portfolio across the entire grocery store in the healthcare market. So they are a safe play for me, and I will be buying them for the rest of my life. They are dividend king, which gives me confidence that I have diversification and defense against the market crash. Next, Procter and Gamble. Love Procter and Gamble, just like Johnson & Johnson consumer staples stock. People buy this products from this company. I have products from this company in my kitchen cabinets, in my and in my bathroom that I didn't even know were them. So toothpaste, deodorant, mouthwash, cleaning products, just band-aids, medicines. Just they have so much stuff. It's ridiculous. You honestly can't say enough good stuff about Procter and Gamble and Johnson and Johnson for that matter. They kind of play in the same area, but they both sell different products, so they kind of butt heads a little bit, but they're diversified enough that I feel like they wouldn't destroy each other in a portfolio. So another great dividend king, great dividend growth history, and very stable business when it comes to Procter and Gamble. Next, Illinois Toolworks. I've seen them around Whirlpool, where I'm going to be working again. They have a lot of. I saw canisters. I saw hand tools, different bits, bolts, parts. I think that they are one of the sectors I really want to get into, as you can see as well with Lowe's, is that I want to get into kind of the trade sector, as in heating and cooling, electrician, plumbing, that type of stuff. I feel like that's a catalyst for growth because that's where I think our society should be heading. Trade schools are a lot cheaper than traditional schools, and they offer you very competitive wages, and honestly sometimes better wages than what you would get with a regular degree in, say, finance or a general arts, a liberal arts degree. I think that trade schools are the better way to go, and this is my play on trade schools. This is tools, HVAC supplies, plumbing supplies, that type of thing. It just makes me feel a lot better that I feel like this is a great play for that market, and it'll give me a lot of growth and stability because it's the dividend king. So everything below Johnson and Johnson is a dividend king. So I get the growth in a sector I'm really passionate about, and I think that people are going towards, and I get the safety of the dividend and the defensiveness of a dividend king. Next, Lowe's. They have this. This is one of my favorite companies. It's probably my top five. It's kind of tough. I'll go through and tell you guys my top five at the end of the video. But Lowe's has paid a dividend. Listen to this. Every single year that it's been on the stock market. Period. There's never been, excuse me, it's paid a dividend, but what's more impressive than that is it's increased its dividend. So your dividend year over year, every year that you've held this stock has gone up. regardless of how much, and it's been double-digit growth for a long time. So love Lowe's. Again, just like home improvement, I feel that people are always going to want to improve their houses. I think real estate's one of the best, biggest investments. It is the biggest investment somebody would make in their lifetime, and this is a great play on that because it's not. I do have real estate with Realty, but this is a play that's safer because people will be building homes, people will be improving their homes regardless of the market. People redo their kitchens, they need baths, they need plumbing. That's another way to play that market. Just like Illinois Tool Works is a more direct um, buy for the trade schools and trades in general. Lowe's is a great way to play real estate, home improvement, and get some of that trade school, trade um, job market into your portfolio. Next, 3M, consumer staples, industrial. They are very diversified. They make post-it notes, Gorilla Tape. They have light bulbs, fixtures. Just if you go to Lowe's, Menards, Home Depot, those big retailers, you're gonna see about 15 rows of straight 3M. Like if you go down a row in a home improvement store, you're probably gonna find a 3M or a couple 3M products down every aisle. It's ridiculous. Like they own so much. Again, Dividend King and highly diversified. So again, I get the defense um, from a Dividend King. Next is Federal Realty Investment Trust. I've owned this as well. I sold it. Shouldn't have sold it, but I liked Altria better. As you can see, I sold 15 shares. They are um, a REIT that engages in the ownership and management of high quality retail focused properties, which that makes me a little shaky. But this is a REIT. If they didn't make a profit, they wouldn't be able to boost their dividend for that long. And so when it comes to uh, retail properties, I'd be more inclined to say that some of them will be repurposed, and if they can keep the ownership of that real estate of that property, then they still make profit on it, and it doesn't have to be a retail property per se. They can do it. They can use it for office space, stuff like that. So that's probably my most shaky king out of this entire list, but I still feel confident that if they own the real estate, then they could still get the profits off of it. It wouldn't have to be a retail business or a retail spot or retail real estate. It could be repurposed. So that's my most shaky one. But like I said, I'll go through and tell you my top five. So my favorite stock is Apple. Next, I think it would have to be Coca-Cola. So three would probably be Johnson and Johnson. Four would be Lowe's, and five would so one Apple, two Coca-Cola, three AT&T, four Johnson and Johnson, and five Waste Management. Sorry, my friends texted me. But so there you go. There's my top five. I do love Lowe's and 3M, but it might change over time. But I like mostly Kings, but I'm very, very. I love Coca-Cola and love AT&T. They were probably the two first stocks I ever bought in the market. So, yep, that's my top five and my new watch list, guys. So I picked industry leaders, stocks that I love, stocks that I think have a great potential for growth in the sectors that they're in, and I'm super excited. So I'm strictly going to be buying these stocks. I want a very small portfolio, and I'm confident in the picks that I have. I've done research on those, a lot of it. And, maybe if I get a notification that one of the stocks that I might want goes down or something like that, I might buy it. But for the most part, I'm going to be sticking to these stocks. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry I know it was a longer video today. I just wanted to break down the changes in my watch list, my portfolio history, and some buying and selling that I had done previously before I started filming my Robinhood videos. So thank you guys so much. We hit 15K. Thank you so much for the people who have been subscribing lately. I know I've been getting like a subscriber a day, which is crazy. I love it, love it, love it. So welcome if you're new. We're going to keep growing this portfolio. I love doing Robinhood dividend investing, as you can tell, because I have about 60 or 70 videos on my platform already on this YouTube channel. I think we're up to 80 now. But as you can see, I'm very consistent. Love doing it. Super passionate. Love the stocks that I pick. I love doing individual stock analysis. And I've made a lot of really cool friends. I've met a lot of nice people through this. So I want to keep it up. I want to keep encouraging people to dividend invest, to study on their own. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take these stocks with a grain of salt. I'm not giving you a recommendation to buy, sell, or anything like that. I'm just telling you my investment journey, invest at your own risk. But I've made a lot of friends doing this, And that's something that I think is very important, is when you're passionate about something like I am, you find people who are just as passionate, and then they push you to be better, and then you push them to be better. So it's like a never-ending cycle of positive feedback and momentum, and that's really what we're after here. So thank you guys so much for subscribing, for watching, supporting me, commenting, giving me feedback on stock picks, on performance and things like that. Love it, love it, love it. So keep doing that. I will update you guys on Monday. My birthday is tomorrow, so I'll be celebrating. Might be drinking, going out, having fun, stuff like that. So I will not be posting a video this weekend. I do apologize for that. But I did give you guys a video Monday through Friday, so you can't complain about that. Sorry, my voice is kind of gone. But thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you love Robinhood dividend investing content, because I will be keeping this up. I'll be doing 5 videos a week unless there's a holiday or something comes up like that. But I will let you guys know if I do miss a day or if something comes up. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, like I said, to hit that subscribe button, and when you do, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any Robinhood dividend portfolio updates, because we are making a killing, guys. We are up over $1,000, over $2,000 in the past 3 months. So that's the type of growth you guys want to watch, right? That's the type of stuff that people live for. Analysts can't do this. Warren Buffett bet that analysts, professional statistical analysis and stock management funds couldn't beat the market. And he won. And we're doing it. So that's phenomenal. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm super hyped up. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate all the support. And I'll see you guys on Monday, okay? Take care. Happy Friday.